Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another day of 20 an hour. Another week has gone by.
Yeah, no shit.
You look good?
We're already July 4th.
Well,
Coming up
not
next
yet.
week.
I mean, yeah, next week. Don't push
And
it.
and today I walked in the house after helping my nephew, and my wife walked up to me and goes, "Happy anniversary."
Oh, was it your anniversary?
Yeah, today's my anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah,
Did you know?
34, 35 years.
Did you know?
I knew it was this week. I knew it was the 29th. I just didn't know today was the
So you
29th.
guys don't buy gifts or anything?
Now, we did softball for so long, and we were always on the softball field that I even asked her that. Is that goes, no, it's just how we did it. I mean, we just it's after a while, it's the roses, and you get Father's Day, Mother's Day, my birthday, it's like Valentine's Day, and it's like, happy anniversary. We made another year.
Yeah,
Knuckles, and we move on with our lives.
they get little knuckles.
So but yeah,
Yeah. Well, you
so
look good. What, 225 now? You made your hit?
225. I did my 10 pounds in June, so I was happy about that. I feel good. I'm like I've always been like this. You lose all this weight, and it's like, why do I still got a gut? Why
Yeah.
do I still got a belly? I'm doing
Yeah.
sit-ups like there's no tomorrow, and half of me tells me I want to start gaining muscle, but the other half tells me I really don't want to sit there and try to do 220 grams of protein. I don't have time in the day to try to keep track of how much protein I have.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'll still do my protein shake, and maybe I'll add more to it and all that kind of stuff.
you just
So,
got to add protein every meal. That's all you
well, I
got to
have
do.
protein every meal. I
Yeah.
have two protein bars. I have a protein shake, which includes protein, my peanut butter powder, which is protein, and I do my creatine in that. And I have that after I work out as I'm driving to work. When I leave the gym, I have a protein bar, two protein bars. And I have chicken, rice, chicken, all that kind of stuff. So I have protein, but I just can't do the. You've done it, and that's how you're bigger than I am because you've done the protein. I just don't have a time of day to measure out all the protein. They want you to do protein before the gym, protein after the gym, and I don't eat before the gym. I can't,
Yeah.
so yeah,
I usually have a quick protein bar on the way to the gym, but that's if I have protein bars. But
yeah.
on a good note, I found your 10 pounds that you lost.
Oh, there you go.
You know, I found it. It had no problem. It was sitting there waiting for me.
Ah,
I dieted my fucking ass off on the last 2 weeks, and I still put on 2 more pounds. So I'm not sure what's
yeah.
going on. I got to add more cardio. So I mean, you know,
Like I said, I do a lot of. I mean, obviously Friday was a big day for me. I did 19,000 steps and almost 10 miles of walking, and that's just doing the. And I don't walk doing cardio. I do bike, so it doesn't really it counts some of the steps. But when you work for the company I work for, I do a lot of walking, and then I hurt. I had it's time my Hokas, which I love my Hokas, but Hokas got to do a better job of making the sole last because the underneath of the sole they start peeling. You could just peel the tread off of it.
yeah.
And
Well,
it's like, and it only lasts 6 months for $150 you pay for these shoes. They should last more than 6 months, but I got to switch those out. I got a new pair for Father's Day, so switch those out and but yeah, that's I feel good. I sucked it up on Saturday, and the one thing I hate and I can't stand doing, I did it all the time was weigh myself at the gym, weigh myself when I get home, or make sure I'm even. I'll finish out this week, and then Kathy leaves to Canada, and I have to change my whole routine because I can't work out during the week. So I'll probably work out like a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but I'm not going to weigh myself for the whole month until Kathy gets back. And then maybe winter time, I'll do the bulking. I think feel
well,
like
I
I
mean,
feel
they
I
say
feel
you
like
got.
winter time is the time to do the bulking part of it and
And that's
all
what
that kind
I
of stuff.
do. Usually, I lift more weights and eat more obviously during Bronco season because we eat and drink. But
Yeah.
I celebrated with my weight gain with this big old fucking cookie about this big and about 6 beers because I
Well,
was
yesterday
de
I went out and had a
I was depressed that I gained that much weight. But
Yeah, I went out last night and we had I went to Yard House, and we went over to got myself a Nashville chicken spicy chicken sandwich and two 23-ounce beers, and I was in pain all night yesterday. I felt it, but yeah, it's biggest thing with the heavy lifting is and I don't know if you're experiencing this, but every joint, my
because we're
elbows hurt, my shoulders hurt. It's like
well,
I'm
you're
fighting through the pain for my elbows, and this elbow didn't hurt until I twisted it doing picking up that bag, and now it's like 20 pounds. I used to do 35 pounds, and now I'm back down to like 20, 25 pounds. And I struggle doing that. I don't think
Uh,
this creatine is helping me that much because I can't lift. It has to be because I hurt so much because I try to bench the not bench, but the weights where you have to reach back and do push forward.
yeah,
I can barely do 35 pounds on each side. When I was with you that one time, we were doing 45 pounds.
yeah,
That's heavy for me,
yeah. I
but it
do.
hurts so much.
I do 245s on each end.
Yeah, I do
So
135 on each end.
yeah.
It's like
So
I don't know what the
well, you
creatine's
can't. I
doing.
mean, if you do the bar and the two, it's 225. But there's no bar. The bar's 45 pounds. So
I don't do the bar. I just do
yeah.
35 on each side.
I
So
mean, I do a lot of the Smith machine because it's more of a structured thing. I can't do a standard bench press anymore.
yeah, I do
And
a Smith machine and put it on one level,
yeah,
so I don't have to. So I can get up, and then I do number four to do incline.
yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, old age, man, it's creeping up. I'm
fucking
having.
holy
I
crap!
mean, I
It's
didn't think I was going to have this much hard of a time losing weight by this new job, and I know I sit around a lot, but I mean, I just got to add more cardio to it, and it's just not
you just
working.
got to sweat.
I eat the same. I do the same workout, and I gain 30 pounds.
Yeah,
So I gotta
it's mine is just I can't stop sweating. I don't know
yeah
if it's the age or whatever. I take a shower, I come out sweating.
yeah
I have to dry myself off and put deodorant on. Then I got to dry myself off to put my clothes on. And then when I walk outside to my car in uniform, I'm dripping. It's
yeah.
like I can't stop sweating. But then I drink a shitload of water though. Being in
I,
the
I
heat
started up
outside.
my water. I got a new water bottle, so I do try and do 240 ounces. I try and at least get 80. I do
Yeah,
more, but I at least get 80. And then
I
some
get about
days,
100 ounces a
like
day.
yesterday, I didn't drink any water at all. Or Friday, I didn't drink any water at all because it was my weigh-in day. And I'm like, man, if I'm 265, I'm happy. Or 255, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because Wednesday I was 256 before I left to go travel. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm losing weight. I come back and I'm 258. I'm like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck?
I know. We've been
So
doing this. How long have we been doing this?
I've been doing it my whole life, and it's like
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I looked like I went to the gym sometimes, but
Yeah.
you know, but the gym to me is more of a mental thing. I mean, I work out hard, I lift weights, but it's more of a
To me, it's a mental thing and a healthy thing. I feel
uh,
like if I don't lift weights in 2 or 3 years when we start getting 62, 65 years old, I want to be able to lift my hands over my head. I want to be
uh,
able to,
well,
I don't,
I changed my workout. I went to the lighter one because you do the same workout for so long, you get bored. And I noticed
I'm bored.
doing everything else, my shoulders are starting to get back into it because my shoulders hurt a lot. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
My shoulders and my elbows.
You look good.
This, and obviously this shoulder hurts and both my elbows hurt. So,
Yeah,
well, thanks. I actually feel good.
yeah,
I really do.
yeah.
Now,
I could feel that you can feel 30 pounds.
oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, hell, I was 274 when I started this job. Remember, you and I both lost all that weight with Optavia. Then we all gained it all back, and I was 274.
yeah,
And then I'm down to 225. And my goal weight is still, and will
220,
always be
200.
200.
Yeah.
Always will be
Oh, you're a lot
200.
less than I am. I got 58 pounds to lose. All
Yeah,
you got is
I need to,
25.
I need to start doing more crunches. I do crunches on the machine. I do crunches on the ball. I do the medicine ball back and forth. And, I'm trying to get that. I'd like to get rid of the stomach.
Do
Yeah.
something that's hanging with your feet up for your lower.
I do my
Yeah.
feet thing up. Yeah, I do that too.
I do
But
it
yeah,
once a week. I mean, I skipped this week because
I try to do
you just
crunches
get
every.
to a point when you travel, it was time to go home, and it was either go work out and come home, or I was ready to get up and go.
Saturday was hard for me, and I get up at 3:30 every morning to go work out. Saturday I got up at 3:30. 4 o'clock comes and I fell back to sleep, and I got up. I didn't have the alarm set because I never have to set my alarm off at 5 o'clock. And I got up at like 5 to 5, and then I said I got up and it's like fuck. Final weigh-in day, it's like I gotta go. So I left. So
I'm gonna
it
have
was
to
hard.
start at the hotels. I'm gonna have to just start getting on a treadmill at night, and I hate working out at night, and I hate doing two a days.
Well, when you lost
But I
all
mean,
that weight, you were on
I was doing two a days.
you were on the cycle.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was working out 2 hours in the morning, and after work, I'd be 45 minutes on the Peloton.
yeah.
Yeah. And I tell you, it wore my ass out. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. Of course, I sit in the hotel room for, I usually
Yeah,
I get the hotel room about 4 and about 9, I go to bed. There's nothing on TV.
and you're just sitting there.
The chairs are uncomfortable. I can't get comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I sit there and
And
I'm
that's
like,
like I did on Saturday.
to me,
Saturdays,
it's more motivation. So if I get
Saturday is,
motivated to walk down, they have a nice gym in the hotels. I can get
yeah.
on a treadmill or a bike anytime. But I think I'm going to start doing that this week.
Yeah. Saturdays I
I
get
got a
up
dentist
and,
appointment. I'm getting new teeth.
oh, look at you.
Yeah.
They're all going to be straight.
Well, I'm going to get the ones that are missing.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. My biggest thing on Saturdays, I just said, well, I don't know why I don't go and work out on Saturdays. I get up and I sit in front of a TV for 4 hours,
yeah, well, I used
watching
to
the
work
news, having a
out.
cup of coffee.
I work out 5 days a week, and a lot of times I'll skip a couple days and then I'll pick them up on the weekends. And I just got tired of. If I can get my 5 days in, I
Yeah.
won't work the weekends. I'd rather just
My fifth day
out.
is cardio. So,
Yeah. So
but let's see what else is going on in the world. Trump passed the Trump mega tax thing passed last night at 11 o'clock.
explain it.
Well, the big thing for me is you won't get taxed on Social Security, you won't get taxed on overtime, and you won't get taxed on tips.
None of them apply to me.
Fucking me. I don't give a
So
fuck about you. It's all
yeah,
about me right now.
yeah, none of them apply to me. I don't get paid Social Security in my job. I have a we have benefits, and then I get paid salary, so there's no overtime. Now,
Sitting on your ass making six figures, it's okay with me. I wish I could be doing
well,
that.
barely six figures. You kidding
Yeah, but
me?
still,
I'm
yeah.
like a dollar above six figures. You
I'm
know,
I'm more than a dollar. So, but anyways, it's that passed, and
we'll
I
see.
we'll see. Well, no, yeah. Well, I mean, again, it's So we were talking. I was with Alex, our nephew. We were talking stocks
The
and
smart one of the family.
the stock. Well, him and TJ, and
Yeah,
stocks and the taxes. You do this and do that, and I'm looking at him going, man, why do we learn all this shit going up? And yeah, I can teach you how to do it because I have a guy that does all my stuff. It's like, why pay the guy? Do it yourself. Well, I'll teach you how to do it. It's like, God, and I know you read books and all that kind of stuff and articles and all that kind. I just don't have the time
yeah,
to figure it out. It's like,
yeah,
you know, so
yeah.
yeah,
I read a lot of books and know a lot, and I don't follow the
do anything
steps.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. It's this. The world right now is shit. I'm just trying to save money. So I just hope there's retirement when I retire.
me too.
It sounds like it's going to be when I'm 70, so 10 years from now. So I got to
Yeah.
keep busy for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, I got to keep healthy for 10 years. I got to be able
Yeah,
to
no
move.
shit. Yeah,
Shit,
that's why we lift weights.
one day I might have a grandchild. I'll be in a wheelchair trying to play with them.
Yeah, well, who's that going to be?
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably have to adopt a kid with a kid in it.
Yeah.
So we'll never get that.
Anyways, and that's it. I mean, really, it's been again, talking about the gym, I still get frustrated over the dumbass people that you sit in the sauna and you just want to sit in the sauna and relax, and they come in and do exercise in the middle of the sauna. We got a guy that does jumping jacks in the middle of the sauna. We're all looking around, going, "We're all here to relax." You got one lady that has to stretch her legs with the band, and she takes up the whole seat on the bottom, but you can't sit on top because she's in the way. And you got people standing there. I've actually had to tell her to move. So hey, we got people that want to sit down. This is not your private personal workout gym. If you guys want to go do cardio, go outside and do cardio. So what are you looking at?
I was going to read a thing for you, but I lost it. So,
Oh, but yeah. What do you read? Oh, you want to talk about the 5K?
yeah, but here it is.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All
Got
right.
it?
Yeah, I got it
All
now.
right, go.
So we met this young couple at a bar. They lost their child.
This sounds like a start of a joke, but it's not. But go ahead.
That's not. So we met each other, and of course, everybody that heard us talk, I lost my 40-year-old son uh, from suicide, and then we met this couple, and they lost their child on a tragic accident. They got rear-ended. She was 10 years old at the time, and she had a traumatic brain injury from sitting in the back seat. And they're all from a dance company, and it was like a second family. Uh, they kept her alive on for a month, and then they finally told her that she was brain dead. So I'm going to imagine that you had to go through that for
A
five
month.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
5 weeks. Yeah.
so they're running a 5K, and I haven't ran in probably a decade. I think we did the Boulder when I used to run, and then we did the Koufax 5K that goes through the Bronco Stadium. And after back surgery, I wasn't allowed to run or do squats or any of this other stuff. So I decided to start training for this 5K. And I wanted to read this to you. Says we are gearing up on the third annual Grace Baca Memorial 5K on September 21st, a day that brings our community together to move, remember, and honor Grace. To make this event possible, we're currently looking for sponsors to help us cover events needs like shirts, signage, and supplies. Volunteers to help us bring the day in life and love and energy. If you have a business would like to support, we'd be grateful. Every bit helps create something beautiful in Grace's name. And then please message her, and I'll put something down where you can message her. This is a 5K. They do it. This is their third year. They bring money in for they donate all proceeds to like brain injury and all the and stuff like that. And then they have a dance club, and the money goes to like scholarships to the dancers.
Huh.
So if you have
Okay.
a business, they're not charging for the business. You want to set up a tent, you know how you go through the little like farmer markets and stuff. They have tents and stuff like that. So it's a 5K. I'll bring up. I'm not sure where it's at, and I'll bring that up. But it's on September 1st. If you runners are 84 or 85 members, if you run, join us on this 5K. I mean, I'll be there. I'm going to start running. I started training. It gives me a reason to train. I ran twice last week, and then I pulled a muscle in my calf, and I've been out for 3 days. So I
Wait,
guess it's
wait.
just old age.
How many miles is 5K?
5K, I think is
3 miles?
3.2, I think.
Oh, maybe I'll
Because we
try to
did the
run it.
10K. We did the 10K.
My problem is my knees are ready to fall
Well,
off.
I mean,
But
you don't have to run it. It's a walk and run. It's not like a
yeah,
competition. So it's just gathering everybody up there, and they're putting money away for traumatic brain injury, and they donate to the hospitals and stuff. And then it's just money that goes to the scholarship for these girls. So, and this little girl, I think she's 11 or 12 this year. And her and her mom look like identical twins. I mean, just beautiful young ladies. But I mean, I thought it was a good cause. And if anybody was interested in doing it, come on out. And I know it's up north here. I think it's somewhere in Brighton. I'll have details more for you guys on where
yeah,
it's
we should
at.
post that. Yeah, we should post that. I'll check with my company see if they could do something. But we got tons of people that have their own businesses and
Yeah.
want to donate to help out, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, it's for a good cause. And it's fun, and everybody get together and meet everybody. So, if you guys want to come out, it's on September 21st. And then as the Sundays come and we start talking about it, I'll have more information and when and where and all that stuff. So I thought maybe I'd bring that up. So
Yeah,
come
no,
out and
yeah,
run. I'm
please.
gonna train, and I'll try and post when I start training, because usually when I train I do the old 2 on, 2 off, and we used to do that with Body for Life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll walk for 2 minutes, I'll run for 2 minutes, walk for 2 minutes, and my run is kind of a trot
I
because
haven't ran.
I haven't ran either. I was told not to run. I started running. I went into traction and got rushed to the hospital because of compression on my back. So
Yeah,
I'm going real slow, but I will run, and I'll be out there, and I'll run, and then I'll be out there helping out and stuff. So, but
yeah,
yep,
no, that's great. Yeah, we'll pass that
sponsors,
around.
anybody wants to bring their stuff out. I mean, you can email us or comment to us if you're interested. I can get more information for you guys, and then we'll go from there. We'll just bring it up as the time comes, and I'll try and post my my training, which is
Yeah,
it's
I'll
a
do that too. That'd
it,
actually be kind of fun. I'll,
it's
I'll, I'll try to. I don't know when the last time I've been on a treadmill because I stopped doing it because my knees hurt. But maybe that's something different I could do. Maybe I'll jump on a treadmill and I'll run. Same thing. 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. 2 minutes on.
and that's how I start, and then I'll add the 3 minutes. And now I kind of drove around the block here, and it's actually, if you go around this block twice, it's actually almost 2.3 miles. So
Yeah,
Jen and I are going to start, kind of going around there. We're going to do it this weekend, but I was, pretty much hobbling for the whole weekend. It feels pretty good today, which is weird. I did an extra calf exercise, and that's what did it, I guess. I don't know if it was the running or not,
yeah,
but I'll try and kind of keep, maybe post me running or post me walking, and then maybe we'll just do some kind of diary on me training for this
diarrhea or
diarrhea.
diary.
Diary? What'd I say?
Yeah, diarrhea.
I said
I'll try to keep
diary.
some diarrhea.
Diary. So,
Diary.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I
no,
got
that'd
that.
be great.
Yeah. And we could start training, and Jen and I are going to start training when I get back. So
I don't know if I could do the whole 3 miles, but
I'm going to try and do the 3 miles running. I've done it before. I mean, we trained for
yeah.
the
But how
Boulder
long
Book.
ago was that?
Well, and that's just it. I mean, I was about 230 at the time. We were running 5 miles a day, and uh, I did the Colfax, and I ran the whole thing. And that was 3 point. And I did run the whole 10 miles at the Boulder. I ran it.
Oh shit.
So I can't say that. I had to stop and tie my shoe. So, but
Oh,
I
there you
did
go.
run the whole thing. But I mean, the Boulder is weird because I mean they have, of course, you have the college kids, and as you're running, they got water, and you're running, you grab water, and then of course down the street you got the college, people live on these streets, the college kids, and they got like pans of bacon and eggs, and one guy's giving out Coors Light, so I'm eating bacon and eggs as I'm running. The guy hands me a Coors Light, and I'm chugging it. That's a Boulder Bowl. The Boulder is a different cat.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll ever do it again. I know uh, my son David, he didn't train at all. And he decided to sign up at the last minute. He whizzed by us and did it under like 45 minutes.
Oh, there you
The
go.
girls did it just under an hour. I did an hour and 12. Of
Yeah.
course, my buddy Ron, he probably did it in, he's kind of a freak of nature. So, but yeah, I mean, it was an accomplishment to run the whole thing. That's my whole thing. I'm not worried about,
Yeah.
I'm worried about not stopping for the whole 3 miles.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'll try.
maybe I'll start getting 2 months of training on that.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah.
tired of I'm getting tired of the cycle, so I got to do something different anyways.
Yeah, because I'll do Monday, Tuesday, I'll be on the treadmill, and then Wednesday, I'll do get on a bike because I can't, my back gets stiff, because I
Yeah.
mean at the Planet Fitness they have the massage chair, so I get off the treadmill and I run right to the massage chair.
Yeah, I
So
don't have that time, but yeah. So,
yeah, but yeah, so it'd be a good event, and I hope everybody can come, and hopefully we can get more people involved, and we'll just keep talking about it every week. We'll do an update and stuff. So, and
all
then
right.
I'll try and add. I'm not a big videography, so I don't sit at the gym and taping me. I'm not that type of person, but maybe I'll throw a couple shots of me running and I'll kind of tape it all together and maybe throw it on there or something. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'm not into the watch me work out. I do on my personal page. I was doing some workout videos for my daughter, and I thought it was weird because I'm not that type of person. So I mean, she wanted to know how different exercises, so I taped a couple curls and a couple things I do so I could send it to her. And of course, my brother got a hold of a couple things and put it online, and or I was embarrassed, because I don't do that stuff. But we'll see, we'll see.
I want to start videotaping, just putting stuff out. So everybody else does it. Why maybe we
Well, I
should
mean,
do it.
should we do on this website? Just do our own little while we're sitting in the
Well,
truck and do all that kind of stuff? Or I mean, I don't know how people do that. I see people all the time, influencers. They just wherever they do or wherever they're at, they're just talking. And
your daughter's doing a pretty good job. She's been on,
I've
is it
seen some of
Snapchat?
yeah, I've seen some of her stuff.
Yeah, she just sits
Yeah,
and has a conversation. It's just,
yeah.
I mean, none of this program is on Snapchat. And that's where everybody's gone on Snapchat. So I want to start putting stuff on
I
Snapchat.
could. I just show me how. I'm still struggling how to get all this stuff on.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
gotta learn how. I gotta
being
take
Gen X, I get
somehow I gotta take copies of our. I think I could take copies on Instagram and put it on Snapchat. I could
I
do
can
that.
maybe I'll try that today. I'll sit
Yeah.
here.
So
I learned how to
yeah,
cut. I learned how to add stuff on our shorts because a lot of people were saying what happened, or it cuts in the beginning and it cuts at the end, and so of course my daughter that has a degree in
that
this
does not
stuff,
want to help us.
that does not want to help us. So, or it's like forcing, but yeah, so we want to do that, and she taught me a couple things, so I can probably add or do anything. So, but that's it. I think it'd be a great adventure. So we'll start posting stuff on us working out and stuff to
Yeah.
see a bunch of old Gen X fat people working out,
Yep.
or well me, you lost all the weight.
Well, I'm still, according to the BMI and that was created in 1950, I'm still an over obese person.
Obese, yeah.
They think I should be 165. And it's like, I'll never see fucking
Yeah,
165
my
again.
doctor's like, you
I was
need to get,
100. I was 165 when I graduated from high school. I thought I was heavy back then.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
165 when I got married 35 years ago.
My
Today.
doctor told me you got to get down to 169. I started laughing. There was no way I'll get down to 169.
Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah, yeah. So
They got to redo that BMI thing.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I need to change up my workout. I'm getting bored and I'll probably go a little bit heavier on the weights, less reps, see if I can get, but I need to get something different. I went back to machines, so it's just because of elbows and things. I'm trying to figure things out.
yeah.
And cardio, and cardio doesn't bother me. I could do 45 minutes, get my heart rate up to about
Uh,
131, and it stays at 131 for all 45 minutes to the point where I'm mopping the floor of sweat, and I jump or go right into the sauna, sweat some more, and I'm, you know,
so
so
do you sweat?
I sweat.
Okay, I didn't
That's
know if
all
you
I do
want.
is sweat.
I didn't know if you wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I sweat. Do you
Okay.
sweat?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, but yeah. That sounds like great. We should try to see if we can promote that. I'm in. I mean, I got to sign up for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to 21st. Is that a
21st of
Saturday?
September. I think it's a Saturday, which is
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Because if it was a Sunday, I wouldn't be walking on Monday.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't know if I want to. I'll run. I'll probably walk it, but yeah.
I'm gonna try. I mean, it gives me a goal. So I mean,
Hell, if
I'll
I got somebody chasing me, I'd go into a fetal position. I
yeah.
just can't run. I just don't
Someone
run
puts a
anymore.
someone runs by. Someone runs in front of me with like a pizza. Yeah, I'll probably run all the way around. Pizza
I'll tell you one
and
thing.
chicken wings and beer. I'll be there right there. I'll be right behind them.
I tell you what, I walked into everybody has a gated front yard. Everybody I go to. So what? Then I go in there and I shake the gate, make sure there's no dogs or anything in there, and I go in there and I hear. I said, "Holy crap! That sounds like a doggy door." So the bitch has got a doggy door from the front backyard to the front yard on the side gate. This dog came after me. I never ran so fast. I almost jumped over the fence, but I felt it the next day.
Oh
It's like,
yeah.
holy crap. Those 3 steps that I took to get out of the way. Yeah. Then I
And
got
I'm
attacked by
and
a
I,
pit bull the other
and I'm
day.
and I'm sure they got a ring camera watching the whole thing,
Oh,
laughing
yeah.
at your ass.
You know what? When I first started this job and I tripped and fell, where the package goes flying, my sunglasses go flying, everything in my hand go flying. I stood up and looked at the ring camera and I go, "You're welcome." You know, and see if that's posted somewhere. So I think I think I think there's something on YouTube that you can punch up that says delivery drivers falling or something that has all these people that are delivering that fall and all that kind of stuff. I think there's a page for that,
Do
and I've
you
always wanted to know if I was on there.
do you ever talk to the ring?
Yeah,
Oh, do you? Yeah.
yeah. They leave like if it's on. A lot of the rings are like mine. I got it for free because I was grandfathered in for so long, and then it finally shut up. It doesn't record it anymore, so I don't pay for it. But if it looks like it's recording or something, you can see it when it's recording and stuff like that. A lot of times, not in certain areas, like Highlands Ranch or something, they'll leave a cooler out there with snacks and a Gatorade, and it says, delivery person, please help yourself, and I'll say thank you, or I'll look at the camera and go, like, if they need an ID, and I'll say, hey, I'm leaving the tag. I need an ID before I can drop your package off. Then I leave.
Are you
You
allowed to
know,
bring something like uh, doggy bones or anything like that for the dogs?
Uh, I know one guy that does. Back in the cable days, we used to take a dog bone and put peanut butter on it.
Yeah.
That way, it'd take forever for the dog to chew on it. So we get in the backyard and do what we have to do and leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I had one where it's the university faces university, so I go to the alley. Been to the house before. The doors are open and all that kind of stuff. And I set the package out, but this time I needed a signature. So I went around the front. I say, hey, there's the gate to the front. I went around the front and the kid comes out, and all of a sudden the dog comes out of nowhere, comes up and grabs me. I had the package. I went boom and knocked him down on the ground. And the guy goes, well, can I? It was a kid. I said, can I have my package? No, I need to have a signature for it. And I walked around and said, it's like, yeah, where did all these dogs come from?
Yeah.
But why would you put a fucking dog? What I like is a lot. What's funny is you get these messages. Please leave package in backyard. Twice I tried it, and there was a dog in the backyard. Well, it must be an old message. I go to the front. No matter what the thing is, I always go to the front yard. But I've been in two dogs. The other day I had one that was a puppy. The other one was scared of me. But there's times where I won't deliver the package. If you're home and you know the package is coming, why do you have your dog in the front yard? Because everybody's got a gated front yard now.
Yeah. It's like a new thing.
Yeah, it's like, why? But seriously, but if you're gonna leave it, you're not gonna get your package. So, and again, I'll say the company I work for sets themselves up for failure because you need a signal. Like if I'm shipping you something, I sign that you have to sign for it. Not me, not as a delivery boy, but the me shipping. But why do I need a signature for a package that has a baseball cap on
You're
it?
far from a delivery boy.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. It's like you. I don't know how many times I've gone to a place and gone to because you get 3 attempts, but we waste money, we waste time, we waste gas just for a hat or a T-shirt to be signed because the dumbass who sent it to them Either accidentally, either people get pissed off at me. Why can't you leave it? Because the person who sent it to you wants a signature.
Yeah.
So it's just waste of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Don't forget, FedEx hires people like us because we actually show up to work.
yeah.
It's the
Gen
youngins and Gen X that want to have to take a day off because they can't handle the heat. We got vehicles that are taken out of our fleet because the air conditioning doesn't work. Well, we just lost that vehicle for a month and a half until they
Yeah.
fixed the air conditioning.
God, I remember we worked with no air conditioning.
We had no air conditioning. We had
Yeah.
windows wide open.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we're missing 3 or 4 of our fleet because we had young kids that couldn't handle it without the air conditioning.
Yeah.
So anyways.
You good?
Anyways, yeah.
All right.
That's it. Another 30 minutes. Breathe. 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 Anyways, subscribe. Let us know what you think. We'll get you more information on the 5K run. Happy 4th of July, everybody. We won't see you until after the 4th. So be safe. Don't burn anything down.
Don't burn your pecker off.
Yep.
Don't burn your fingers off.
Yep. Don't be holding that M80 and go, hey, and let your finger go off.
I remember we used to hold the ones that shoot the balls.
Yeah.
And we sit there and hold it. Well, nobody knows it comes out of the other end. The sparks come out of the other end.
Exactly.
So,
all right, everybody. Peace out. Have a good week.
Have a good week. We'll talk to you later.